What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be working on any cars. I'm going to be working on something of a car, but not on any cars. What's up, mamas? What's up with us? Look at it. Yeah. So I got my S300. This is the first time I thank you. First time I ever had one, and I'm gonna be chipping it myself. I already chipped my ECU before with the chrome, but now we're gonna be chipping it with the hondata. All right, guys, this is just a disclaimer. I am not a professional in any way, shape, or form. So I am taking my own risk on my own ECU. So if you guys are not confident on doing it on your own, just have somebody else, do it for you, or go take it to go get done or something like that. But yeah, it's just a little quick message just to let you guys know that you're at your own risk. So don't blame me for anything. All right, back to the video. All right, so this is pretty much all. You got your soldering iron. If you have a chip, this is a suction cup, little suction thing. You just go ahead and desolder it, or if you need a wick, a desoldering wick. Let's see if you guys can see and focus into that. All right, and you need your solder, obviously. A Phillips head screwdriver to take out the bolts that are on each side, and your hondata, pretty much. I have the V3, so yeah, let's get this puppy going. All right, so you guys, if you want to go ahead and start, take out the there's 5 bolts, but mine only have 4. So let's just take out these 5 bolts right quick. Hey, what's that? What's up, beautiful? All right, go ahead and pop this off, put it to the side, and see what you guys can see. But this is where your 28 pin goes, right here, and this is where your 20 pin goes. Let's see if you guys see it. Get a little bit in focus. Right there is where your 28 pin goes. It looks similar to this one, but it goes here. And then you have your 4 pin down here. And these 4 pins, well, there's 5 pins, but you only use 4 of them. And them 4 are the ones that you use for your data logging. I'm also using a P28. So P28 says it right there. P28. And also right there, P28. So let's do the back. Mine only had 1 bolt. Mine was chipped before. I, took it all off. So this is not burnt. This is glue from the desoldering wick. It has some type of residue that came out. So yeah, it's sticky. It's not burnt or anything like that. I mean, it looks burnt, but it's not burnt. Did these ones, did that one, and my data logging, and I believe I have to do one more. Yeah, I do have to do one more. But let me put this to the side and show you guys how it used to look. Okay, so this is my old ECU. This one's burnt. I burnt this chip right here. I was running a 450s injectors, and I wasn't running a resistor box. They were low impedance, so it burnt the But here's the 28 pin, and here's the 20 pin. So you guys see that right there. Yeah. So I mean, I took that out, and took my 4 pin. This one doesn't have it. Didn't have it, but I did take out that one. This is how the ECU looked. So this is garbage. So we can throw this out. I was just showing you guys how it looked when ECU. A version 1 will look similar to this, with except this jumper here except the C1, I believe it's called. I think it's a C1 or J1. I think it's J1. Let's check it. Okay, I'm gonna be opening my S300. This is all comes inside of it. It comes with a data login wire. It comes with the chip, obviously. Here's the chip. And it comes with these wires, which I don't know what they're for. I have to read about them. Put that to the side. And then it comes with the 2 resistors, the 28 chip, the 20 chip, the 20 pin chip, and your 28 pins with the 4 for the data login. And what else is coming? Comes that. And instruction on how to install the software, because it doesn't come with a CD anymore. Everything you got to do it online. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we can put all this back, and all we're gonna work with is right now. All right, so this the 28 pins, they come together, so it's gonna look like what is it called? This is gonna look like this big long rack. It's gonna be snapped together. So just count 14, and then 14 again. That's 28 pins, and then it should leave you over with 4 extra pins, which is for your data login. So just go ahead and count your 14. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, and then it leaves you with 4. And then you go ahead and just snap it off. There you got your 14. Your other 14, so that gives you 28. And then your 4. Alright, so let's bring the ECU over here. Put all this stuff to the side. And we can start by soldering the 28 pin. Alright, so there you go. I got the 28 pin. See if you guys can focus into that. So I got the 28. I got 14 here, 14 there. Just once you desolder them, you got them right here, and this one. And then go ahead and solder them in. Alright, so I got them already soldered in. They're not going anywhere. I don't know if you guys can see my soldering work. It's not the best. I'm not a... yeah, I mean, it's not the best. But they're on there. Yeah, so... Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and install the 20 pin chip. and then put my 4 for my data login, and I'll let you guys know what else you gotta do next. Okay, also, so for the 20 pin chip, it has a little indentation right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. You see the indentation right there? So right here in the ECU, there's also, this one has an indentation this way, and so does this one. It has it somewhere around there. It has right there. I don't know, you guys can't see it, but it has that way. So that's the way that you're gonna notch, you're gonna put the 20 pin chip in. So it's in. I don't know if you see the indentation this way. This one also has an indentation that way. Pretty much all of them have the indentation going towards the plug, where the main plug is at. So that's the way it goes. That's the right way. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and solder this in, and then we're gonna put our 4 pin data log in. Okay. Okay, so I got it already soldered in. It's not going anywhere. If you guys ECU is already chipped, and you have if it's already chipped, you don't have to remove this one. I only did it because I wanted to have the hondata one. Yeah, but you don't have to remove it. All you have to just remove your other socketing chip that goes here, and that's about it. Pretty much, yeah. But I wanted to have the hondata one, so I replaced that one and then replaced the pins. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the CN2. That's the data login one, and then also you have to remove J12, which is right here. Is the a stock one that comes from Honda. You have to remove that one. I know the later versions of the Hondata S300, they want you to remove your capacitor and replace it with the Hondata one. But they stopped selling the Hondata kit with the capacitor. But they do sell all the capacitors. They were saying like if you change one, you might as well change them all. But you don't have to if you don't need to, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the data login in pin, and then we're gonna remove that J12. Okay, I already soldered the 4 pin. I don't know if I told you. I already soldered the 4 data log pin. Now you have to desolder J2. No, I'm sorry, J12. That it's right on top, right next to the resistor. I mean the capacitor. It's a little resistor. You'll see it right there. It's that one right there. You have to desolder it, and yeah, just remove it and leave it open. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Alright, so I got that J12 out. See, it's already gone. It's right there. You see my hand through the back? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add a little bit of solder just because how Honda factory has solder in it. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of solder. Here's a resistor. Lost it. So yeah, so just gonna add a little bit of solder just to keep it closed. And I'm gonna keep that if I find it, the little resistor, just in case if I have to, if I ever need it again, just put it away. Just put a little bit of solder in there. All right. Close it up. Alright, so I resoldered it. It's right here. And that's it. So it was a 28 pin, the 20 pin. Also, all these resistors over here, when you have them chipped already, like the J1 jumper and the R54, I already had those. So, but if you, there's these two right here. If if your computer is stock, then this you're gonna have to put your resistors in there. I already had those in there, so that's fine. And also, I believe the C30 has to be put in if it's stock, but mine's was not stock. Mine's had already had a chip in it. And just remember that you have to desolder J12. Don't worry about this one. I believe this one's called. This is a C14. The capacitor, you don't have to change it. That's why Hondata stopped giving out the capacitors, because you don't have to change them, I guess. But if you do change them, they want you to change them all anyways. But let's see what's next. Then from there, we can go ahead and see if the Hondata fits. See if it fits. You know what? For this, I am going to take out the body out of it just to make sure that everything's going in straight. I don't want to bend any pins or anything like that. So to take out the body, you have this bolt, that one. That's these screws. So I can focus a little bit better. This screw, and this one. And also, you're gonna have one right here, which is a long one, this long. And it's gonna have this bracket right behind it. What holds is gonna be holding this. I believe it's like a resistor, a capacitor, or something. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's gonna be holding that. So be careful that you do not rip it apart that way. Where's my screwdriver? Alright, so make sure that all these pins go in the right spot. So there you go. It's already installed. It's already all put together how it's supposed to. So you have your 28 pin, which was this one right here, which is this one right there, which all the pins went down to it. And then you have your 4 pin that's over here and also went down to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then from there we go ahead and oh, we also got to do this. So on the body, once you have the ECU inside, so it's inside the body and stuff. So what's inside? Once it's inside the body, you gotta go ahead and notch off right here, because then that's where your data login port's at now, and it's so you can fit your cable to go through it. Because once it's in there, it just stays in there. It's not like the chipping kit or anything like that. So yeah, you're gonna have to just mark it off and see how deep you gotta go in, so you can have your plug to go in there. So let's go ahead and make a mark with something. Let me go get a marker or something, and so we can grind it off. Once we grind it off, everything should be set. I mean, right now this is how it sits. It's all nice. Yeah. So now let's go ahead and make the thing to notch that off, so we can have it nice and clean. All right. So after you have your hondata in, you need to make your markings. This is where your data login cable is going to go through. Make mark it there, mark it there. Pretty much like a little square, just to see where it's going to be at. It's already on there, so we'll go ahead and just pop it back out. Real soft and gently. Take it out, put it to the side. It's not going to get damaged. And then we're going to go ahead and flip it. Well, obviously you already had these off. You already had this off. You already took out your bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then don't forget 8. Just 8 of them. And then you just lift, pull out like that. And get the body by itself, so you can get that notched out. Alright guys, so I notched it. I don't know if you guys can see that pretty good. Yeah, I tried to use a grinder, and then still wasn't, I guess, you know, the marks that I had made. Then I just started picking with this thing that I have, and kind of made it, you know, straight as much as I could. Because I mean, the grinder that I had, the wheel broke, so then I just had to drill through it, and then kind of, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know how I did it, but that's how I did it. So yeah, so now we're gonna put the motherboard on and to see how it fits. Alright, let's see if the S300 fits. Well, it's gonna fit, but let's see if it's lined up. I should have checked it before I put the bottom, I guess, but put it on there. Okay, nice and flush. Nice and flush in there. You see that? And this is not the cover that I'm gonna leave on here. This one was already notched because I had the S100 and the wires used to stick out through there. So let's just put 2 bolts in it. Just to see if it, you know, everything's cleared. Alright. I mean, it looks pretty good. Alright. Perfect. All right, awesome. Now let's go to the computer and load a base map on it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's why we haven't been working on our cars. But right now I have the batteries charging, and I'm gonna get this bad boy started in a second. Yeah, it's completely dead, so just let it charge for a second. I got these little wonky ass fucking wires. They don't reach all the way over there. This is dead too. So, all right. So after almost an hour of trying to, all right, almost an hour to freaking get this car going. I couldn't find my jumper cables, and I had these little crappy ones, and it took forever for it to at least kind of give it some type of power. All right, so once you get into your laptop with the program, you go ahead and hit File or New Calibration up top right here. This screen will pop up. Right here, you guys can't really see it, but here we go. So it has, stock ITR, D16, P30, P72, all those, mine's is a LS. So it's a P72, no. It'll be a P74, the US Integra LS and GS. So you hit it, then you hit OK, and then your map. This is your map right here. All right, just to see if it works, just making sure that the hondata works. You just go ahead and hit the little arrow right here. Oh, my bad. You have to have your ignition on. Once you have your ignition, you hit your little arrow right here, and I went ahead and loaded up to it, and let's see if it starts. All right, it might not start because I don't have no gas, but it might attempt. Oh shit! Dope. Awesome. I can't wait. Alright guys, so obviously, the hondata worked. Obviously it is gonna need a tune. I mean, that wasn't the right map for it, I guess. I also have to put the my injector size and all the other stuff too, so it can run a little bit better. It was running really rich. Yeah, so that was my S300 install, and until next time, guys. All right, peace.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.